Hey babes, so first thing I'm going to do is take my VS primer and I'm going to spray it all over my face. Next, I am taking my LA Color foundation in tan and I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm just putting it all over my face. I suffer from acne and under eye circles and blemishes, so yeah, I like a foundation that just gives me a full coverage. And I'm putting this all over my face to cover those spots and those circles so it doesn't show. If you babes have any other foundations you think I should use, please comment below in the comment section. So yeah, I'm just still blending and putting this all over my face. Yes, then next I am taking my eyebrow pencil brush and I am just brushing my brows. I do have two sets of brows, so one of them is more arched and one of them is more circle. I do have to kind of like shape it the way I like so it can go and look better. Next, I use my Too Faced palette in Brow Envy. I take some brow wax and then I use the brunette color in the Brow Envy palette and I just put this all over my brows. Then I'm shaping in my brows. I'm just putting this all over. I like how it gives me a easy finish after, and it just looks really natural how I put it on my brows. On my other brow, I have to, it's kind of tricky with that one because it's like I have to make it the shape as my other brow without making it look too drawn on and too filled on. So yes, after that, the next thing I do is I use some Scotch tape. I put it under my eyelids, under my crease eyelids, and so I can put on the eyeshadow without it making a mess. It can have that cut crease without it being sloppy and messy. Next, I use the Too Faced eyeshadow primer. It does have a shimmer finish to it, and I put it all over my lids. After that, I take the focal palette and I take the eyeshadow in Moonlight. And it is very shimmery and very, it is very sheer and shimmery, so I have to like pat it on and like smooth it out. I have to like pack it on, kind of like a ball. So I just pack it all on there, and I do the other lid. Then I take my Too Faced Sexy palette and I use 7 Year Itch. It's very sheer and shimmery. The shadow on 7 Year Itch is very sheer and shimmery, and I have to keep reapplying that over into my crease, into my eyelids, and into my inner eyelid corner. So I just do that over and over again. Next, I take Copper Rose and I use that for my cut crease, and I just put this over my cut crease and I just blend it out. I am using the Urban Decay Naked brush that comes with the Urban Decay Palette 3, and I'm using the brush for that. I tend to like to use that brush a lot because it does help me with my cut creases, and it does tend to blend out for me better. I don't know if you babes use it, but I like to use it, so hey, that's what I'm using. Yeah, be careful with the Copper Rose. It is very pigmented, and I did put a little bit too much on. So I am blending it out in my crease and making sure that it doesn't look harsh. Yeah, I used to not be that good of a blender, and I'm still learning, so yeah, I'm getting better at this. So I'm still blending into my crease, and trying to get it as even as possible. Now I'm taking the tape off, and I love how it just gives me that cut finish at the end, and it doesn't have that messy look to it once I'm done. Then I take some eyelashes, beauty lashes, and some dual lash glue. I like to bend the lash, cut them and bend them for my eye shape. And I like to cut them to make sure they fit my eye. I do have small, close set eyes, so I use the illusion of lashes and eyeliner to make them bigger. Next, I take some mascara. Now, focal point, I do like to put mascara all over my lids first before I put the eyelashes on, and then after I put the eyelashes on, I put the mascara only under the lashes, because I mean, what's the point of putting on fake lashes if you're going to put mascara on? Yes, this lash mascara is called Sinfull-lash by Kat Von D. It came in a palette set, so I don't think she sells this on her website anymore, but yeah, it's Kat Von D Sinfull-lash. I do take a Q-tip and I like to go under my eyelids, make sure it's cleaning up all the leftover mascara that little marks leave. I hate that. I think that is like one of my pet peeves of doing makeup, is when you do your lashes and it just leaves a mess. Next, I'm taking Kat Von D and tattoo liner, and another quick note on this, I absolutely love her liner. I use this all the time with all my looks. But another thing is, I noticed it's a matte, it's very matte, and I noticed that it's very drying, so you do have to kind of like keep going at it over and over, and what I do is I wet it a tiny bit with some water. I do make my eyeliner very long, and I try to make it very sharp looking, and I make them very thick. I love how thick my big and thick my eyes can get, and so it does remind me of 1960s, but it's not. It's a 50s pinup look. I do have another video if you're interested in 1960s look. It's in my other videos if you're interested. But yes, I love to overline my sorry. I like to just line my eyes even thicker, and I do go over it over and over and over to make sure I get every inch and cranny of my eyes. And I do love to put a Marilyn Monroe beauty mark on my cheek because I think it looks cute. Next, I put Wet n Wild lip pencil in red, and I like to overline my lips. I do have very small lips, but what I do is I just use small strokes on my lips, and I just I fill them in after, but I take my time because I hate messy lip liner. I really do. I hate messy lip liner. I hate if it looks sloppy, so I just use small strokes and I just fill in my lips after. I try to not go crazy overboard with the overlining, but I do overline my lips so it can look fuller. I know some people don't like that, but hey, I don't care. These are my lips and I'm gonna overline. So yes, after that I fill them in. I just go over the corners a bit, making sure everything's even and nice and neat so it doesn't look crazy or sloppy. Then I take my Kat Von D Outlaw. This is my absolute favorite liquid lipstick. I love her red Outlaw. I wear this all the time, almost every day, everywhere I go, and it lasts and lasts, and I just love how it looks on me. Especially, I used to wear Ruby Woo by MAC, but this is like my favorite. So yeah, I love this. Next is my hair, and yes, it is a wig. I have my hair braided underneath. But this is a wig, and I pin curled it. I've already set it, pin curled it, and sprayed it, and clipped it back. For us, I have my natural hairs underneath, and if I was to do this every day to my natural hair, it would break off. So to keep my hair protected, I do use a wig. If you guys want to know what wig I'm using, I will put it in the description box below. Yeah, so all I do is pin it, clip it, spray it, and I mold it. It's all about molding. It does take time. You cannot do this really quick. It's just taking time. I did do some victory rolls at the top. I usually do my Marilyn Monroe bang, but I didn't do it this time because I want to show you babes something new. Yeah, so all I'm doing is just taking out the curls, molding it, and spraying it and putting some pins, and voila, you are done. That is it for all that. So now here's my outfit. Sorry about the quality. I'm wearing Pinup Girl clothing, pants and top, VVS heels, and a Marilyn Monroe Pinup Girl clothing top. It's called the Maryland top by Pinup Girl Clothing. And so yeah, this is all I'm wearing, and I wanted to show you, babes. Sorry again about the quality. Once I get a camera, it will look way better, I promise. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the outfit I'm wearing. It is one of my favorite outfits. It reminds me of Crybaby and everything. So thank you, babes, for watching, and I really appreciate it. And bye.